Hello and welcome back to part 30. Man, this is taking a while. So I did some off-screen grinding. I went up to 60, 5 more than what I was what I said last time. And surprisingly enough, during the grind, I got a slime crown. So I upgraded the liquid metal armor to Metal King armor, which all that does is, I think it was reduce fire and ice damage by 30 points. Trying to think, what else did I do? We did get sword and courage up to 100 on the hero. Yangus has been slowly getting his scythes up, which now he's actually stronger with his hatchet. And Jessica just doing stabs, and same with Angelo. Well, actually, Angelo, I did up to the 65 point threshold to get oomph, and then just been slowly going with bows, which now his bow does more than his sword. And yeah, I think that's roughly about it. Otherwise, nothing much has changed. I did put all my money away too, because we're in Baccarat right now. I've been slowly gaining money just for tokens for the casino, because I do want the Gringham Whip. But, I will say I am nowhere close to even getting that whip. So I think I'm gonna have to, do the whole save scumming to win a big prize from gambling, which I don't really want to do. I want to do it legit, but at the same time, I think it's gonna take forever to do, so at the same time, I don't really need that whip either. Usually my playthroughs, I'm usually just good with the Scourge whip, the one I currently have, but as well too, no, I didn't want to talk to you. Usually what I end up doing with Jessica is just having her equip a liquid metal sword, and then just, using a sword build. But yeah, we're gonna go rematch that, the Lord of Dragovians again. Hopefully level 60 should allow me to go through 2, I think. Kind of hoping maybe get lucky and get maybe a rusty old sword on cam, or more seeds of skill. Actually, that's something I forgot to say too. I used pretty much all my stat boosting seeds. So all my strength went into the hero, and all the MP. All the wisdom went into Jessica, agility into Yangus, and then all my defenses were kind of mixed between the hero, Jessica, and Angelo. Just so that way I have a little bit better stats. Maybe that was kind of the deal. I needed like a few more points just to, you know, live hits. But at the same time, it's like in my mind, do I really want to use all these seeds when I can craft with them? But then also I looked at the crafts for seeds and it's like, I can just buy most of the equipment if I really needed to. Like, I can get prayer rings and agility rings from casino buys, and they're not really that expensive. I can get Ruby's Protection and Scholar Specs from Argonia, so that isn't a really big deal either. If anything, it's just the strength seeds that I would use for strength rings. But even so, I probably would say mighty armlets aren't really useful now. Because mainly my main focus is having a pretty high agility. Because technically you can grind seeds off of monsters. I think the only difficult ones to get are from like the metal slimes, the agility and defense. But otherwise, I can farm the magic seeds. I can also do strength seeds as well too. Wisdom I don't really care about, since that just is boosting your damage from your magic skills. So it's more or less just focus wisdom on Jessica. Because pretty much Jessica is the only one really using any magic. And occasionally the hero will, because honestly Zap is actually decent. Not a lot of enemies resist Zap. Actually, another skill that I did get from Courage 100, I have Kazap. Now, don't get me wrong, this spell is good, but I question why is it a group of enemies when the weaker variant targets every enemy? Like, I don't get that. In my opinion, if you think a higher tier magic spell should be able to be roughly like the same or a little stronger, not be like a slight downgrade. Like, don't get me wrong, power is pretty good, but I just don't like it when it's a case of target group of enemies. Meaning I pretty much am wasting the MP on, like, say, 2 out of 7 enemies on the field. Okay, so make sure to equip heavy hatchet, the bow, fine with the whips there. And I guess it doesn't matter the temporal tension anymore, since Angelo can now do the exact same thing as Jessica. Anyway.
Welcome back.
I am here
Very
to
well.
rematch you
Brave.
at this forum. Now, with the power of Angelo being more supportive, this should honestly, hopefully be better. And I realized that I never went to Moray to go revive my monsters, so I'm gonna have to call in my robots. Get 'em, robots. Six of 6. Well, honestly, not bad for these monsters, though, so... Okay, you could have done your other death move, but yeah, go with the Stream Killer attack. Don't go triple swords, please. Really, if you can't do this attack twice, just all individually attack. Because I think all of them individually attacking actually does more damage than just triple swords. Which I guess if they all do their strongest skill, they barely outdo triple sword. Well, at least they did their purpose, so I can't complain on that. Yeah, I guess Yangus just attack normally. And I did make sure Angelo was pretty fast as well, too. I'd say better use than just using the tension for multi-heal. If Yangus gets double targeted, then that won't be too good. There we go. So I actually got to act before he did, surprisingly. Alright, rematch on this guy again. little silver dragon. Honestly, I do want to try doing Helm Splitter on this thing. Ooh, good dodge, Jess. It's at least good. Okay, I guess we'll just stick with Heavy Hatchet. I don't think this thing is able to be hit with wind, so I'm just gonna do that. Yeah, it just kind of sucks with Yangus, because can't really do much of anything with him. Okay, sleep. And immediately woken up. Okay. Who had the ice shield? Okay, I think that was Angela who did. So honestly, before he uses Cold Breath, we may as well just do that. Maybe I might get lucky and won't target the hero. It only insta-kills Jess. Targets Angelo. Well, at least with me kinda going full attack mode, at least I'm not really worrying about too much. Jessica up. Actually, I'll leave Angelo to do that. Kind of weird too, because I thought the gold tiara on Jessica had her more resistance to sleep. Okay, there's the cold breath. Holy. Okay. That wasn't a bad turn, actually. Didn't do any damage, which is not the greatest, but he didn't hurt me for a lot, which is good. he really just wants to put my team to sleep. Just keep Yangus healthy. And I gotta replay Ice Wall again. You shouldn't be allowed to heal yourself. That's cheating. And again, I guess it wouldn't be a challenge if you didn't. Wave of ice, oh boy. Well, I used the tension and... yeah, I didn't apply oomph at all either, so... that kinda really works out for me. So I think I do have to put up Ice Wall again. So it's a good thing to note that Yangus survived a desperate attack, so that's good. Another wave of ice. Get a job. So obviously this guy is low. At least Ice Shield is infinite use.
Nice knowing you.
Oh well. Anything, I'm okay with Yangus going down. I mean, all Yangus is really doing is just putting in damage, and that's really about it. I am gonna heal though. And I guess we'll throw out a multi-shot. Yeah, because we're already at tension 50, may as well. Just do a regular multi-heal. Guess Jessica's next turn will be an attack. cold breath, that's fine. Oh, okay. I guess we didn't need the Jessica under tension. Oh.
Well done. You fought with the valor You deserve a reward for your effort.
Now, what do I want? Because it's basically only armor for the hero, and that's really about it. Let's go with the shield.
That is what you desire. Very well.
And then we'll just give the Metal King shield to, I guess, Yangus.
You shall have that which you desire. If you would like to test your might with another trial, when you do, be prepared. Very well. I shall try.
The only thing that's really left is the armor, the helmet, and then one monster I can get for my monster team. Which, honestly, the last monster you can get isn't really worth, in my opinion. Okay, so shield. It is a bit weaker, but I'd say that the effects of it are actually pretty good. Just see if I can remember where that website was. List of shields. Dragovian shield reduces bang, frizz, sizz, crack, and breath damage by 30 points. Whereas the Metal King shield reduces frizz, sizz, bang, and fire and ice breath attacks. So honestly, this is just a bit better, but a little less armor value. Actually, maybe I just want to give this to Jessica. Big Boss Shield doesn't have any benefits other than just use in battle for Kasap. Whereas the shield that Jessica has, the Saintess shield, reduces fire and ice damage by 33%. Yeah. You know what? Sorry, Yangus, but I think Jessica is gonna get this since she's been taking a lot of damage through magic. So I'd rather have her more protected, if anything. What I really want, though, is an old sword and a slime crown, just to get another liquid metal sword. So I'm thinking about it now, too. Do I really need another one? Probably not. Because all this sword does is allow me to do a guaranteed 2 damage to metal slimes. Where what I can normally do whenever I'm metal slime hunting is, well, the Liquid and King variant. Jessica's just spamming Accelerado just to boost up the Angus and the hero for crits. And if it's just regular slimes, D'Angelo kind of has that covered with Metal Slash. And if I'm getting the... Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna do this. So, I guess I can also show off the alchemy pot too, since I never did show that. So, we're gonna say goodbye to our liquid metal sword, and we're gonna combine it with the Dragovian sword. Adios, liquid metal sword, you served me well. There's the Dragovian King's sword. Without waiting as well. So, with that sword, it did 118. This does 137, if you're able to read that. So, yeah. This is literally the strongest sword in the game. And at least our hero looks like his Smash Bros. Variant. And involving the sword too, if I do use it in combat, it does Kazap. So I have two ways of using Kazap on the hero. And honestly, I want to see if maybe this actually did bonus damage at all. Just want to see if maybe this did bonus damage. No, it doesn't do any bonus damage, it's just zap damage to group, is what the thing says. So honestly, high power sword that's able to cast magic, I wouldn't say it's bad. And to be honest, it's kind of the reason why I like swords anyway. It's usually in the end, the sword does the more damage. See, I think that sword actually does the highest bonus damage of all weapons. If anything, the Gingham Whip is actually the second strongest that I can get. I am looking at the list of the weapons, and it does include the 3DS stuff as well too. Which honestly I find kind of annoying how the 3DS exclusive ones were basically all downloadable content. In my opinion, that's kind of dumb to do, with locking weapons or armor behind downloads. Especially when the 3DS internet is off now. Which, honestly, that's disappointing for me even to say. Actually, these guys aren't... Well, actually, I guess I could just do that. Show off Giga-Gash. Because I did get Giga Slash, but if you have Courage and Swords up to 100, you get Giga-Gash. Which again, it's only a group of enemies, not all enemies. Oh well. I guess developers did need to find a way to keep things balanced as well too, to where you can't just spam certain skills. Because Kaboom is good AoE, but the case of it being too much MP. Yeah, at least with Giga-Gash, it's like 10 MP. And I think it is zap-based damage, I think, too. Still find these guys annoying. Let me psych up and then smack up. Or psych up and use Kaboom.
Aye.
And jeez, all of them just frickin' targeted Yangus. Also, I would show off Kathwak as well too, because that was another staff skill Angela learned. But these things are immune to the wax spells. Also, of all of the 3DS's downloadable ones, the one I find the weirdest, though, is there's a literal dagger that's downloadable only. It's the strongest damage. And its ability has an 8th chance of inflicting confusion. It's like, sure, Jessica doesn't really use daggers in the end, because eventually she's just gonna use swords, because swords do more damage. But at the same time, it's like, as well, Red being a character in the 3DS version, she's only locked to the knives. I don't think she can use sword abilities. Now, let me just... No, she can equip swords too. So... I don't even know. Why bother making a weapon type when if you try maxing out the knife skill, you're just having access to better damage weapons. Even now I'm seeing a boomerang that I would honestly use, because it's stronger than the Flame Tang boomerang, and I never use Metal Wing boomerang because quite literally I have to craft with the Metal King spear for that. Which I guess if you're not really using spears, which honestly people will be, what's the point in crafting up the strongest spear in the game for the boomerang, which is honestly weaker than most of the weapons in their trees? Even the ability even says usually only 1 HP damage is caused on metal enemies. However, occasionally it will be 2 on the first hit. So quite literally, Metal Wing Boomerang is only useful for metal slimes, so... Then again, I guess it doesn't really matter what spear you use as long as you have, the, what was this called? Yeah, as long as you have lightning thrust, it doesn't really matter how much damage a spear does. Anywho, this next form here. What am I looking at with this? The Golden Dragon. 5050 HP, 150 agility. So honestly, I'll outspeed it. It's actually a bit slower than the silver. Has a higher defense and attack. Has Desperate Attack, Giga Flash, can Psych Up. Spooky Aura. I have no idea what Spooky Aura is. Oh, that must... Dark Stars use it. Yeah, I don't know. Also has Kaboom and Kasizzle for spells. Well, let's see how this goes, I guess. If anything, I don't have to really worry about
Brave
him getting rid of my buffs this time. which is good. So again, I will just call my robot team in. Just so that way I'm not getting stunned turn one. Can't lower this thing's defense either. And then also resist Frizz's Fire Breath, Crack, Ice Breath. Fully immune to Whoosh. Can't be status. Is there any enemy that's like resistant to basic attacks? I'm not really seeing it. Huh. You get one extra turn this time, eh? And I'm probably gonna lose one of these guys, I'm pretty sure, so... Definitely need to remind myself to, go with a Mori. Guess you can do this, try to go for... Oh, you dodge it? Damn. I don't like tension thin air. Myself decently healed. And now the next challenge. So let's see. A little more HP to get through and don't have to worry about any sort of tomfoolery of getting rid of my frickin' bots. $239 base. very weak Kaboom. So at least I'm not too worried on that. I guess really the only skill that I'm worried about is Giga Flash. Because I know with that skill he can blind my party. How much does this do? Honestly, that's the weakest attack you can do. You know what? We'll go with Gigash. It won't take any damage from winds, so no point in doing that. Actually, they'll use tension, so let's see if Jessica can move first, just to get Yangus's attack up. How much does this do? 2010, okay, that took off basically half of his health. So at least he's halfway done. Just gonna prep up Omni Heal. And actually, I can use this. Hopefully Angelo can move first. Get rid of that tension of yours. Still 50, but so maybe it was just best for Angelo just to kind of do whatever there. Interesting. Seriously? You went for 3 turns? You know what? Whatever. It's not like you can take down the entire party. more prioritize healing on Angelo. Keep the healer healthy. $1503. So I should be roughly close to 1,000. So maybe Angelo can get the kill here. Okay, that's not gonna do anything. Actually, maybe get Jessica to do that, see if she moves. No, Angelo gets the... not 1,000. Well, with the help of Yangus it was. So he should be almost done. Oh, you got to move first? Damn. That's kind of shitty. Right when he was about to go down to... Always happens! Enemy moves first before they die. But I swear that is always the shittiest thing because Jessica is under level compared to everyone else. She's been getting pretty much the exact same EXP, and I don't know why. But anyway, free seed of skill, I will gladly take that.
Well done. You fought with the valor I would expect of. You deserve a reward for your effort.
Well, we'll get the armor.
That is what you deserve. Very well.
The next one, we'll get the helmet, and then... the last reward we will get eventually, being the extra monster.
You shall have that which you desire. If you would like to test your might with an... When you do, be prepared. Very well.
Yeah, the next form... Actually, surprisingly enough, he does not have a lot of HP. Very high agility at 189. 578 defense, 613 attack. So, pretty much the next fight, he's gonna be tanking a lot of hits. Anywho, this armor. Let me see. It's not as strong as the Metal King armor, but it does say reduce fire and ice breath damage. So, pretty much the exact same thing, just a little bit more. give the Metal King armor to, I guess, Yangus. Because I think that one... Yeah, it does the exact same thing as the Metal King armor and the Gigant armor. Same abilities. Actually, there's still more armor in here that's 3DS exclusive. And again, I guess these are more or less armors built around the whole cosmetic changing. So the next reward will be the helmet. In which the Dragovian helmet is actually only the third best helmet in the game. Interesting. But it lowers the probability of being sleep, confused, or insta-killed by a 16th. But the Metal King helm, honestly, I'd say is better. Which, that says getting hit with Fizzle, Fuddle, Snooze, and Whack are lowered to a quarter. Actually, no, maybe the Dragovian helmets is better. 1 in 16th is the better percentage. Eh. If anything, I'll probably give Metal King Helm to Yangus. Since Great Helm doesn't have any abilities to it. And I'd say Gold Tiara and Phantom Mask are probably better. Yeah, Gold Tiara lowers probability of being effective with Snooze, Whack, and Fuddle to an 8th. Phantom Mask evasion rate increased by 12%. Thinking Cap is actually not too bad either. Just a flat out Wisdom 15. Anyway, I think we have enough time to see if we can do the fight one more time. Which, honestly, this next form, I'm kind of questioning if we can do. As the Blinding Giga Flash has Kassizzle. Starfall. What's Starfall? Oh, it's the meteors. Okay, so what's Solaris's meteor and Rapthorns? Okay. Oh, speaking of Solaris. Also has a sleep spell. Oh, I just saw the description of that, clicking more into that. apparently, if you're wearing the Ring of Awakening or the Kathakon ring, which I have one of those equipped, it flat out ignores the resistance from it. With the I really hate that. You try to prevent a status from happening, and yet the enemy has a way, or has an ability that just flat out ignores it. Maybe that's why whenever I see playthroughs, people just have meteorite bracers. They don't worry about stat resistance. But at least the good thing being is that this form with the dragon, at least he doesn't have Wave of Ice. I swear that's always the funniest thing to me. Just don't care about what ability it has. As long as it doesn't have Wave of Ice, I'm actually glad. Anywho, what resistance does... Holy... Oh boy. I just took up the next dragon, all the resistances it has. It's immune to everything. You can only basic attack, and that's it. What the hell? You know what, though? I kinda expected that with an enemy at some point of just flat out ignores all spell types. Oh yeah, and I scroll down a bit more. Apparently the 3DS version upped its stats even more. My god. Actually, they shot its defense up pretty frickin' high. This version has 578. The 3DS version has 653. What? And they brought its attack up by 80 as well. From 613 to 693. I know I haven't fully, like, defeated all these dragons, but holy. Actually, no, curious. the next one has Disruptive Wave. Well, even the final one does too. Well, I mean, to get everything that I'm wanting here anyway, I just need to defeat this next dragon, and then I'm kind of basically done with equipment. So I'm not even getting why, but Jessica seems to be slow. That shouldn't be the case. $171, $170, $160. Oh my god, she does. Damn, just by a few points. And again, I guess, for some reason, she needs more EXP than everyone else. Like, I get it, she left the party for a bit in Arcadia, but really? Like what? The hero is 60, Angelo is... Yeah, the hero is 61, Yangus is 62, Angelo is at 60. How could Jessica, like, be a few levels behind when I haven't really have her not get any XP? Well, I guess thinking about it too, maybe that's how they nerfed her in a way. She is the strongest mage, so might as well not make her level up as fast. So I think I'd say that's... magic is the easiest way to deal with random encounters. Even though I barely even use magic. Some days I'll never understand game mechanics or features. Like, even hell, I don't even get the whole agility system at all in this. Like, you can be a few points behind, yet, for some reason, they move first. Like, as I said with the gold dragon there, it just somehow acts first before it dies. Even though for the case of it being, it has an agility stat of 150. And Angelo has what I saw 170. Like, explain. Like, to To me, it just doesn't make sense, that's all. Like, is it just percent chance of you outspeeding kind of deal, or acting in the turn order first? Or is it just a matter of luck? Anywho, enough of me rambling. Next dragon form. Guaranteed sleep, meteor fall, blinding the entire party. Can cast sizzle. Oh, I guess that should be red too. Acts 3 times per turn. So I'm taking 3 attacks from this one enemy. From an attack stat of 613 and a defense of 578. And he is going to be outspeeding the party if I don't have Acceleratl on. Also, I believe my robots are still fine, right? Now you're dead, and the robots are fine, so at least I can open up with the robots one more time.
Welcome back.
At least
Very well.
human
Brave.
form, he's simple enough. He tensions every turn and doesn't attack. Starts the battle with a stun for the hero, and then thin air. Oh, he outspeeded my robots this time? Damn. What is his agility stat? Because I don't think his stats change. I heard him miss and I just thought he dodged. No, is it? It doesn't say anything about his stats changing at all. And he has an agility of 152. 3,000 health. Yeah, it's just his next form that I'm more worried about, if anything. At least he's not fully targeting one of the monsters, so... I'd say it's doing alright. Shoot full heal. I guess Knuckle Sandwich doesn't take tension. Interesting. Okay, first form down. Now this should be interesting. He'll outspeed me in the first turn. No Wave of Ice, so I'm not too worried. Doesn't have any breath attacks either. Just oomph up the 2 attackers. $269. Okay, so you can at least 2-shot someone. And so I kind of played that poorly. I should have Axolotl. So I think, if anything, Yangus will probably go down this turn. Bro, I just got the hero up.
Dear goddess!
Okay. Didn't Angel... I think Angel Cheese... No, wait, that was like a... Is it sing for party members, or... I don't even know. And he's immune to frickin' all stats. Jesus, Kazing, okay. Of course, he killed the hero. Actually, I at least do have Hustle Dance on Jessica, so she can at least heal up the party. And at least it uses tension and it works like multi-heal. I guess in the end doesn't really matter because he can just two-shot a party member.
Mercy.
Jesus. Well. I guess I'm using up my MP just to revive everyone. Only reason why I have Kerplunk on Yangus. But I'm thinking I might have to also level up again, because I don't think I can do this. Okay, at least Kassizzle is his weakest attack. Just kind of wish he did that more often. Okay, at least Jessica avoids one attack. But I think everyone else goes, yeah. I really hate it, but I think I'm gonna just let everyone go down now. I'm gonna have to buff up my party a little more. Wow, and this is the time you frickin' decide not to. Man.
Mercy.
Yep, he'll be back to the grind again.
You what?
Well, I tried. That's all I'll say is I tried. And how much money did I lose? Not a whole lot. If anything, the only thing I really lost was just a piece of angel cheese, but I have a few more. But yeah, if you also saw it too, I was not doing a whole lot of damage either. So... maybe I could cheese it with, using the Desperate attacks with Yangus and the Hero. But at the same time, though, it's like... that's a very risky strategy. Because it's like I'm solely depending on 50-50 coin flips. So yeah, I am gonna end this episode here. If anything, I'll probably grind up to level 70 more than likely. But yeah, hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time.